Hi there, this video will be about how to monitor your grades during the semester and also how to estimate what you will need on the final. So let's get going. As soon as we log into eClass, we'll see Fresh Start pop up. And once we're into the cognitive strategies course, we can scroll down to how to succeed in Fresh Start. It's in the overview section. How to calculate and monitor your GPA for each individual class. This spreadsheet will download. And once you've got it downloaded down here, open it up. Great. So in here, what we've done is we've set it up. You may notice that there's the Calculate tab, and there's also a grade scale. This grade scale just is used to help estimate the final GPA. So there is never needs to be touched. We just need to focus on our instructions up here. 3 colors, 3 steps. First step. This one here will correspond to one individual class. So what we've seen in here, we've already seen this class here. We need to insert the type of assessment. So the first one, I'm just going to go in here. We've got midterm 1, midterm 2, and this class also has participation. So add that participation. So the first midterm, it's going to be worth 20. The second midterm is also worth 20%. And again, I'm not making these numbers are, in this case it's an example, so I'm making them up, but yours are going to come straight from the online, your course syllabus. Now I've got 10% there and 50% for the final. There's room in here for, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of assessment. If your assessment has a few more, then maybe you might have to add a couple together. So if you've got assignments, maybe all 10 of your assignments, you don't have to record all 10. You'll be able to just put in your assignment total weighting. And then we go through and we just have to put in, clearly this person did very well, 99%. Let's just go and put it in our numbers. I got 79 on the first one. And this is where we can also keep track. This here is for calculation. If you're wanting to monitor your GPAs, we haven't built it up, but feel free just to use in here and just put in, okay, English. And then you just put in the type of assessment that you've got. Essay, Inksheds, final, whatever it may be. And then just keep track of them here. Just the score that you got. What's your score? And then you could just do that for each of your classes. Just keeping track, and you've got it all in one place. So when it comes time to calculate that final, this here calculator will be able to do it for you. So we've gone through and I got 79, 98, and even when you're trying to prepare for finals, you may not know what your participation mark is, but you can still estimate. Are you going to get 80 for your participation? And you can see these numbers are changing. These letters and grades are all changing every time we change these numbers. And that's because it's working with the database back here. We're calculating, these are estimates. What we're saying here is possible outcomes on the final. This means if you got everything right, if you got 100% on the final, this would be your final score. And we get that score just by adding it to this one here. So it takes into account the final, takes into account what you may get on the final, and how much you have already earned. That's what this total number means. This is what you have earned in the course so far, and this is what's left over on the course, and this is your score through that final. So here, this is just going to estimate that if I get 100%, I will get an A. Now we can start being a bit more likely. We can look at our averages here. If I go back and actually just say 81. So we can see here I'm averaging 81. So if I even estimate that I'm going to get 80 on there, I'm going to be around that B+ area. Now again, I do put in here, there's a note that these here are, according to the university's general requirements for cutoffs for A's and B's. What you have to look at is, in this estimate that you're making, is also where are the cutoffs in your class. It can vary, so someone's A- might be another class's B+. So we just have to take that into account as well. Very straightforward. Great place just to keep track of all your scores and then help you calculate and estimate what you might need on that final. Feel free to download this and use it. Thanks a lot.